Hello everyone, I'm back with the unboxing of the Neora planner. As you guys already know, or if you're not following me on Instagram, I just wanted to let you know that this is going to be my main planner for this year. Let's just unbox this. So last year I was using their weekly planner, which slowly and steadily became my main planner. I bought 3 or 4 planners and thought that Neora planner just would be one of them, but I'm happy to report that I've practically not missed say a single week without filling it in. I was very happy with the structure, with the layout. It was very simple, so I thought if it was working, why change it? So I have gone with their daily planner this year. So let's open it. First obviously is the thank you note, which is always sweet. Then this is Neora story. These are handcrafted products. They are in existence since 1969, so quite extensive. Then you have a guide, which is great to have because not a lot of brands are doing that. So in this you will have 2 journals. So with this you get 2 journals. One is your Jan to June, and then is July to December. Let's open both of them up and see what's inside. This is a fairly new way of planning for me because I've never had 1 page to a day, but I write so much, and that is the prime reason that I need multiple planners. So when Neora came up with this idea of having 1 page to a day, I could not stop myself and order it, because last year I ended up writing in a notebook because the space in all my planners together did not suffice me. And I had to go back to notebook. This year I would like to still be in a planner, and that is the reason I ordered these. One of the reasons that I have ordered softbound is I have ordered the organizer that goes with these. It was so logical for me to go for that organizer because I'm certain that even year after year I will use these planners. And also one of the things that I thought an organizer would be ideal is when the time that I want my bag to be lighter, I can not take the organizer and these books will be lighter. The days that I want my bag to be okay and there is no laptop in it, I can actually take the organizer with me. So that is the reason I thought organizer was a better idea than actually ordering a hardbound book. But this particular book is available in hardbound, softbound, as well as A6 size available. So this is the A5 size planner. I thought the A5 size suited me, and also it did, the size is pretty appropriate to do things. One thing with the difference between hardbound and softbound planners is that you don't get bookmarks. But that difference can be easily met by ordering one of the organizers, and that organizers will have bookmarks. So that is the explanation of me ordering this particular books. Let's see what's inside of it. First page, as usual, is very pretty. Then we have who the books belongs to, important contacts, important dates. Then we have the vision board. Then we have all the months, and I really like this because if you are talking to someone and if you want to say what date, what you're doing, instead of running through all the months, it's better you have all the months together. So I love this format, and it has really worked for me well. And let's see what's there in individual months. So this is very similar to what I'm using even currently. So there are January, then there is quotes, goals, things to do, health tracker, and there are last month and next month's calendar snapshot, which is sometimes very useful. Then these are all the months. Then you start with January 1, and this is very good because then you have priorities. So here I will have 1 or 2 priorities that I want to focus on the day for. Affirmations, then you have a full blank space, accomplished and grateful for. So I'm assuming that these 2 boxes are to be filled in early in the morning, and these 2 boxes are to be filled in late at night, so when you're done for the day. One other thing which I find quite useful is the center of the page is marked by a darker plus sign. So this is a grid based book, and the center of the page is marked by a plus sign. This is very good. So if you're like me and if you'd like to divide your page in 2, this is an automatic sign that this is where you need to stop. I really appreciate that. This is the small little thing. If you want to divide your day into halves like this or halves like this, both of them will work. What I generally do is my things to do list sits down here, and this is where my evening journal goes. So this will work out for me. So this just goes on till, I'm assuming, June 30th. Yes, this is June 30th, and then you have income and expenses. I don't do my budget tracking here, but what I generally like to do is the expenses of the day of sorts. The things that I have to put in my Excel sheet or things like that, I just put in here. So this keeps me reminded that I have to go back and input into my Excel planning sheet. So I would want to go outside of the Excel planning mode for my budget, but I think it works for now. So that is the reason I just quickly write the expenses here, not the income and everything. So that works for me. And then you have a few things like this is website username password. So if you want to store some kind of web passwords, then you have birthdays and anniversaries. Then you have these habit trackers. Oh yes, I had habit trackers here, which I have now shifted here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even in my last habit tracker, the habit trackers were 5 to be tracked, and this is also 5, but these are monthly. I prefer this habit tracker, and if you've been following me for long enough, you know that I love yearly habit trackers and then figuring out how I did overall every year, so every month. So this will work out for me, I think, very well. So this is your 6 months of habit tracker. Then you have passions. So here you can track a lot of things. I think last year I put in my pen test here. I put in a lot of things here. Actually, I have written a list of vacations or list of places that I went out of the city for and things like that. So I've journaled here quite a bit. And then there are notes pages, which are essential. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, there are just 4 notes pages, and then there is half a year in review. All the goals that you had at the start of the year, how did it go? What did it bring for you? Did it bring joy? Yes, no, all of that. So brilliant. And then you have the beautiful cover page again. This year's cover page is quite subtle, and I absolutely love it. So this is all about the Jan to June book. And in my last year, as you could see, this is also pretty much the exact same. So all 6 months are very well color coded. And I actually love this color. It is beautiful. Moving on to July to December, I'm assuming this will be exactly the same. Yes, these are exactly the same. I'm just going to check a couple and see if, yep, it is exactly the same. And the end of it, yes, the end of it is also similar, but the notes pages aren't here. Okay, there's just one notes page. So in Jan to June, there are about 5 notes pages, whereas in July to December, there's just one notes page. The passions page remain the same, but the notes page are reduced. And at the end, instead of half year in review, here you have a full year in review. So this is the 2 books that I've received. I must say I'm very happy. The paper quality, everything has remained exactly the same. I just wanted to also come up here and show you my current accomplished planner. And as you can see, I have used it and how. And all the colorful stickers, all the pens, everything has been used. And this has been used pretty much the entire year. I have absolutely loved using this. And as you can see, this is on my yearly tab, this is on my notes page, and this is on my weekly tab that I'm at. So I'm absolutely loving this. As you can see, since the amount of usage that I've got from this, I'm absolutely certain that these would be a great partner for me for the year 2023. I want to also do a quick planner lineup. I'm still contemplating one more planner to add, and I have one planner actually coming in. I have not received yet. I've already purchased the Ink Bucket planner. I have already ordered the Alicia Souza planner, and I have these Neora planners, which will be my main planners. I will also want one other planner for work, because this will be my personal planner. So between Alicia Souza as well as Ink Bucket, I'm almost certain that those would be most creative or gratitude. Those would be mostly a morning journal or something like a gratitude journal. So that is not something that would have a lot of my work things. This, since it has so much space, this would be my personal journal where I can write pages and pages every single day. So this would be that. So I'm still looking out for my work planner. I might go for the Neora Weekly, because this Neora Weekly worked for me brilliantly. I don't even have one page empty in this book. Yes, this is 4th week of December. This last week of December is possibly free and have nothing written in it. Apart from that, the entire book has been very well loved and written. So I'm thinking of getting the Neora planner itself for my work, because it works really well. Things to do, habit tracker, the notes pages. Again, I write too much, so these notes pages work really well for me. Then you have again the same thing. So I'm absolutely in love with this planner. So I'm thinking either I will, if you guys have suggestion for a good work planner, I'm open to it, or else I'm going back to this same planner just in the weekly format as my work planner as well. So do let me know if you have any suggestions, and if you have any questions, I would like to respond to it in the comments box below. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Bye now.